All right, we're recording. All right, let's talk about it. Does Oscar Robertson, former Milwaukee Bucks guard forward, does he have a point? Is Draymond Green over in on his comment of saying the NBA is boring? I look at Draymond Green, his game coming out of the Spartans. I look at his game and I say, what does he need to improve on? He's really not a player who's going to improve much outside of passing the ball. Um, he's more of a rowdy guy than, um, I'm putting it all on the court and I'm going to give you uh, 40 and 10. He's not that guy, right? But you still want him on your team. You still want him on your team because he's going to pass the ball. He's going to rally the players. Um, he's going to play hard defense. He's going to knock people out. He's going to push people over. He's going to wrestle with you under the rim. That's a player that you want on your team. So, Oscar Robertson, he wants to see Draymond Green, be a player that could have prevented Jimmy Butler to coming to the Golden State Warriors. Um, has his time run out in Golden State? I would have liked to see him on the Bulls playing next to Vooch. Vooch playing the five, Draymond Green playing the four. Draymond Green, he can't play the three. He's kind of an undersized four. He can't really play the three. He don't really have a set shot. He's a player who's going to, dribble pass. He's a player that's going to set screens. He's a player that's going to get the layups. He's that type of player. He's fundamental. I don't expect much out of him. I don't expect him to average, 40 and 20 or anything like that. I see him as a player that's going to get you, 15 points maybe, but mostly I see him, doing the intangible things. Um, Getting the calls right when the refs aren't getting them right. I see him as being a vocal component. I see him as being like a good assistant coach one day. So and I think Oscar Robertson, he has a point. You know, like you know, like work on your game, improve the NBA so the NBA can get more viewership. So you can look at this either way. Um, Oscar Robertson, he's been around a long time. When he was playing, the NBA was very different. Oscar Robertson, he would have got you uh, 30 and 10. He would have got you 20 and 15. He would have got you some triple doubles, 10, 10, 10. He would have got you something like that. So, Draymond Green, he has a long way to go as far as like being that player. So just keep working on your game. If you're in the NBA, in the next 5 years, I want to see you accomplish a lot. I want to see you contribute. He's a good analyst. He'll be a good coach one day. Um, you know, these type of grit guys that you see, you don't see them around anymore. You don't see the Charles Oakleys. You don't see the Robert Parishes. You don't see these type of players. The league has become very soft. Um, I see those players who are from the South Side of Chicago. You know what I mean? Or they're not from the Newarks. They're not from the Miamis. These players. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. The Cincinnati players. We want to see players come into the league who are familiar. Players who are who are part of that ilk. We're not getting those players anymore. We're getting a lot of mixed players who are coming into the league, and it's like, you know, it's the NBA is not selling anymore. It's not selling. So we'll see what happens. International play is taking over, and I don't know. I don't want to see European basketball. To me, like, that's not American basketball. Shooting threes and getting the dunk and all of that. Like, I want to see hard play, physical play. I want to see football on the court. I want to see football and basketball intertwined, and that's American play. That's American basketball. So I want to see that. I want to see the tough layup. I want to see the I want to see the block. You know what I mean? I want to see that hard defense. I want to see, that pocket get picked. I want to see all of that. I want to see the alley oop. I want to see fast play, defensively, defensive transitional plays. I want to see that. So I know, like, Oscar Robertson, he's very vocal. I know he's going to continue to be vocal about players and their development. I think he has a play in the league. And I think, like, when you look at players today and you say, well, who's the Oscar Robertson now? Who's the Oscar Robertson now? And, like, to me, it's Drew Holiday. It's Drew Holiday. It's Drew Holiday. So Draymond Green, he'll have some players who come in the league who have fit his prototype. But, like, right now, he's the guy who everybody doesn't want to play against at that forward position. He's that guy. Patrick Williams doesn't want to play against him. For the Chicago Bulls, he doesn't want to play against him. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Players are developing, and, like, Draymond Green, he's going to get in your skin. He's going to get under your skin. So we'll see what happens. Great piece, Yakoki.